Sorry for the long pause there. Well, not for you guys, but first of all, Miss Gwen woke up and then somebody came in. So I'm just gonna finish the book because I'm holding Gwen and Camden, so I can't really, but I'm gonna listen to the rest of it with them.
The very next day, the first crisp day of autumn came to the 100-acre wood. Long before Pooh awoke, Christopher Robin left a pot of honey outside Pooh's door. He stuck a note to it, telling Pooh he was going to school, and then he went away. Later that morning, Pooh found the honey. Honey was for eating, thought Pooh, but was this honey his to eat? He got so stuck on the question that he didn't even see Christopher Robin's note. Pooh decided to ask Christopher Robin about the honey, but when he went looking for his friend at Piglet's house, Pooh found only Piglet high in a tree. "I'm doing what Christopher Robin said I should do," Piglet called. "I'm conquering my fear of heights." Piglet's fear returned, though, when his branch cracked under him. "Hoo hoo hoo!" Tigger bounced in, all ready to save Piglet, but Tigger's tail wouldn't bounce him all the way up. All Tigger could do was catch Piglet on the way down. An avalanche of acorns from Piglet's tree sent the friends rolling towards Rabbit's house. Now Rabbit was not expecting company. His garden book said it was harvest day. Even if you think your book said it was even if you think you're not ripe, he told his plants, we go by the book. But before he could pick a single pea, he was swept towards Eeyore's house of twigs. The tumble of Tigger and Piglet and Rabbit and Pooh left Eeyore without even one twig over his head. When he had rolled to a rest, Pooh showed everyone the honey pot. "If I could find Christopher Robin," Pooh said, "he could tell me whose honey pot this is." "Why don't we check the note?" Rabbit asked. Now, a note with writing meant a visit to Owl's house. Owl studied the note carefully, then read it out loud. "Worry about me. I'm going far away. Help. Christopher Robin." Owl said that Christopher Robin said he was going to school. To Owl's eyes, that spelled skull. And that, Owl added, spelled danger for their friend. "We must help get him back here," Pooh said.
It's not that bad, is it?
"Ah," said Owl, "you're going on a quest." He drew a map and told them of the terrible Skullosaurus they would meet. "You must go to the Forbidden Mountains, then find the Eye of the Skull to save Christopher Robin," he warned them. By the time Owl sent them on their way, even Pooh was trembling. Pooh and his friends followed Owl's map through the woods, and the bigger woods, then the much bigger woods, until they came to the upside-down rock. "If you're here, you're where the monsters are," Rabbit read over Pooh's shoulder. Sure enough, they heard a loud growl nearby. "The Skullosaurus!" yelled Piglet. But Rabbit wasn't rattled. They had a map to follow after all, and a map was as good as a book for telling them how to do. Robin took the map from Pooh. With one quick, "I know what I'm going to look at," he pointed them in the direction he thought was right. "No Skelosaurus would dare follow us in here," Rabbit told the others. But a moment later, they heard another growl. Piglet raced off in a panic and found a beautiful meadow. Some friendly butterflies tickled Piglet when they carried him away. Pooh tried to help his friend. "You're bigger than a big leaf," he shouted to Piglet, mixing up Christopher Robin's words about being braver than you believe. That didn't help, so Pooh jumped up and grabbed him by the leg. That did help, sort of. The butterflies couldn't lift Pooh and Piglet, so they both came back to the earth with a crash.
Uh-oh.
"That was brave of you, Pooh," said Piglet. "You're brave too, Piglet," Pooh answered. "Braver than something, Rabbit?" Pooh asked. "Are those the mountains we're looking for?" Pooh trusted his eyes. Rabbit trusted the map, until the wind grabbed the map away. The map hovered near a deep gorge. Tigger ran out onto a log and began to bounce up to grab it. He bounced and he bounced and he bounced. but he couldn't reach the map. "What's causing this tail to fail?" he moaned. He made one more bounce, and the log cracked beneath him.
Uh-oh, Tigger.
Tigger landed halfway down the gorge. He was sure he'd never be able to bounce back up to his friends. Pooh tried to remember Christopher Robin's words about being stronger than you seem. "You're taller than a beam," he said to encourage Tigger.
Oh, Pooh.
Tigger still wouldn't try to bounce up, so his friends made a chain and stretched down. They had just reached Tigger when Eeyore lost his grip. Down, down, down they all fell into the gorge.
Uh-oh.
Until they landed with a muddy splat. The map floated down through the mist and landed too on Rabbit's head. "Might you know which way Christopher Robin is from here, Rabbit?" Pooh asked hopefully. Rabbit just shook his head. "And I am not smart enough to know," he said. Pooh tried to remember Christopher Robin's words about being smarter than you think. "You're smarter when you're pink," Pooh told Rabbit. Rabbit still felt that he had failed. All of them felt lost and alone and wished that Christopher Robin was there. Discouraged, they went to a cave to wait for the mist to clear. When the mist stopped being so misty, Piglet discovered that their cave was Skull Cave. They had to find a way to reach Christopher Robin in the eye of the skull, but as the growl of the Skullosaurus echoed around them, all they found was a crystal cavern. When the friends heard another growl, they ran, but Pooh slipped and got stuck behind a crystal block. With his face squashed against the clear block, he could see his friends, but he couldn't call to them. His friends thought the Skullosaurus had gobbled Pooh up. How could they reach the eye of the skull without Pooh?
Oh no.
Then Rabbit surprised himself by getting an idea. Tigger could bounce Piglet up to the eye. Tigger surprised himself by making the bounce. Then Piglet surprised himself by being brave enough to stand on the high ledge and lower a vine so the others could climb up to the eye. Pooh had seen the whole thing, but just as his friends got up to him, Pooh came unstuck and slid down deep into the cave.
Oh no.
All alone, Pooh thought of Christopher Robin and remembered his friend's true words. "Piglet was so much braver than he believed," said Pooh, "and Tigger was stronger than he seems, and Rabbit smarter than he thinks." Even Pooh remembered Christopher Robin saying, "Even if you were apart, I'll always be with you." Suddenly, Pooh didn't feel so alone anymore. Far from Pooh, his friends huddled together. Something was moving closer to them in the cave. It was Christopher Robin. "Where have you been?" he asked. "He said to save you from the skull," Tigger said. "Skull," said Christopher Robin. "I've been at school." The others explained about the map and the quest. Christopher Robin explained what Owl had missed in his note. "Don't worry, and I'm not going far away. And help yourself to the honey." Honey reminded Christopher Robin of Pooh. "Where is Pooh?" he asked. A growl sounded deep in the cave as Piglet sadly said, "In there, the Skullosaurus gobbled him up." But Christopher Robin was not sad at all. "There's no Skullosaurus," he said. "That's the sound of the rumbly, tumbly of a hungry for honey Pooh Bear." Faster than you could say honey pot, Christopher Robin made a rescue plan.
Hello, Rebecca.
Can you